All right, let's talk about composting. As we know that we have waste that we produce and either goes in our garbage, gets recycled, but during the gardening season, I like to bring everything that I have up here to the garden. I started this early and just basically digging a hole, throwing food, throwing scraps, throwing basically whatever in there, and then burying it. There are quite a few schools of thought as to what to not put in your compost pile and what to put in your compost pile, but I lean more towards the put everything in your compost pile, excluding a few things. One of those things being sick plants and weeds. Weeds especially, just because I don't want weeds, you know, getting back into the soil, germinating back in there, and then create, because I'm going to use this soil again to put underneath all of our plants and spread it out during the off season as well. So let's take a look at some of the stuff that I threw in here just this last batch. I've got some old granola bars. That's now all over my hand. Potato scraps, corn chips. Yes, I know they're processed. Ends of peppers. We've got, what do we got here? Marshmallows. We've got grain. We've got trail mix. Corn husks. Full ears of corn that went bad. What else? Onion scraps, carrots. And basically what I do, I just throw it all in here and we'll pull from this pile over here and bury it in here. Cover it up. I like to keep things covered about 30 days, start turning it, flip it over. This original pile here is probably about 2 feet deep. So we'll start turning some of that soil over today and take a look at what's underneath there and how that soil is looking. And I think there might be some corn cobs down there that we can take a peek at and see how they're doing as well. One of the big things is I decided to do this on the ground. Next year, I'm either going to build a box or something along those lines to self-contain it, hold into heat a little bit better, and the reason being is because on numerous occasions already I've noticed that animals are getting into it. They'll paw through and dig out what they want and take off with it, so that's definitely not the best thing to have happen. But so we'll just dig, fill in, and I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. So now that I've gotten the majority of that stuff buried and that soil turned, added some more soil into it, I'll show you a couple of things that I've noticed. This corn husk. This has been sitting in there probably a month. It's pretty well, it's getting broke down pretty well. Doing a good job taking care of that. And the other thing we want to look at is, do we have worms? Do we have other things of that sort which are indicative to good soil? And as you'll see right here, we've got some grubs, which are excellent. So we'll just continue to bury that stuff, and I'll finish this pile a little bit more, cover it up. Oh wait, hold on, here's another one. We got some chicken bones. Those are starting to break down. I think those have probably been in there a month or two at least. And all of those items will start to break down too as well. Not so much the bones, but all the flesh and the material that were on them. So this is our small compost pile for our whole garden here. Thank you for watching.